So we're looking at different ways that we can promote fairness and equality in the classroom, but also building that culture within inside the classroom. And I think it's really important, particularly as students get older and you're learning more and more about your students. Your relationships with your students that you're building are going to develop at different paces, and you're going to have the personality types, and you'll find this in adults. I say that because out of my 4 kids, I have one that's all about fairness and rules. He is just really, really focused on that. And so you actually have to adopt those needs and be thoughtful of those needs inside the classroom. And that's how you're going to be able to build a really good rapport with those types of students, with those personalities. And I've seen this on a Instagram account, and I just thought I would demonstrate it in here. I will show you a photo and I will reference where I've got it from. But what I've gone and done is I've got a container of balls. At the moment, we're also doing literacy rotations. And so these are my little balls that I'm using for literacy rotations, but I'm going to put them in here and show you. I got some blank ones in there. I went and got a container for $8, and they were, I think there's 36 in there, so it's more than enough for a class. What you do is, this is your bowl. The bowl was $10. It's a glass bowl. You may want to find a plastic bowl or a plastic container. You just may want to keep it in what it came in. I just did it with a little bit more room. And so when you're calling on students, it's going to be done at a random opportunity. So the chance of everybody getting pulled off, it's equal and fair at any point. When you're selecting students to do different things, you can just randomly go in here and select it. You may get the class captain to select it. And so what you're trying to do when you are creating a classroom culture, you're tailoring to the different needs of the students. And so you're going to get the respect from that student, because obviously this is a fair and equal opportunity for all. The odds of anybody getting pulled out of here is equal for everybody. And I actually go into quite a big discussion about this. And once you've used a student for something, perhaps you can keep them out, so it can't double up. How you want to modify this is completely up to you inside your classroom. But I found it a really fun way. Perhaps if you are on your practicums or you're a beginning teacher and you haven't seen the other teachers do this, or you're looking for something a little bit different to do inside your classrooms. And so when you're calling upon students, rather than you selecting it as a teacher, you're going to be relying on this fair and equal strategy in doing that. I'm going to talk about a different strategy, which is a digital strategy, but this is a really good physical strategy, and it's not hard to set up. It doesn't cost a lot of money. It's something that you can use over and over and used in multiple ways. Even when you're selecting teams and doing ball games on Fridays, perhaps you're doing, reading out loud activities, but perhaps you're splitting into groups. Perhaps you're looking for 2 team leaders. There's lots and lots of different ways that you can incorporate this, and I found it to be a really successful way just to build rapport and build that classroom culture of equality and fairness, which is really important qualities that you want to foster inside your classroom.